At just $13, the Logitech M196 is one of the cheapest wireless mice you can buy. If you're looking for a simple wireless mouse for some basic office usage, is this actually something you should buy, or is it just junk? Let's find out. Beginning with the build and design, this mouse is made entirely of hard plastics that feel reasonably nice in the hand and should be durable over time. This definitely feels like a mouse that you could toss in a bag without worrying too much about damage. The shape is very tall with straight vertical sides that have a ridged pattern for grip. The top is slightly rounded, but it's not angled to one of the sides like an ergonomic mouse would be. The whole design is symmetrical as well, meaning that this mouse is ambidextrous for both right and left-handed users. Overall, I actually found this mouse to be much more comfortable in use than I expected from looking at it. My fingers fit nicely on the sides, and I've been able to use a fingertip grip that hasn't bothered me a bit. Size-wise, I'd expect this to work well for people with small to medium-sized hands in particular. I've got average-sized hands for perspective. If you've got larger hands though, this might not be the most comfortable. There are three main colors available. This one that I have here is called graphite. There's also an off-white and a rose pink. Plus, I've been seeing some special colors available, I think exclusively at Target, like this gray color and a blue one as well. For controls, this mouse has no real bells and whistles, but that's just fine with me. There are basic right and left clicks, which are traditional sounding, not Logitech's popular quiet clicks. The scroll wheel is a basic line-by-line type that has soft tactile bumps as you scroll. There's no side-to-side tilt functionality, but keep in mind that some programs like Excel or Google Sheets allow you to hold Shift on your keyboard with a regular scroll wheel to still go left and right. The wheel is fairly quiet, even if you spin it quickly. When you click the scroll wheel though, it's about as loud as the regular clicks. The sensor is a low-end optical sensor that gets 1000 dpi. Nothing special at all, so it won't work on unusual surfaces like glass, but it's a cheap office mouse, so that's about what I would expect. For connectivity, this mouse is Bluetooth only. It can only connect to a single device at a time, but it is super easy to use as a result. There's only one button on the bottom of the mouse. This button turns the mouse on and off with a single press. If you press and hold, it enters the Bluetooth pairing mode to connect to your device, and that's it. It'll automatically repair to your device when you turn it back on, so there's really not a whole lot to figure out with this mouse, which is great. One fun little detail is that there's no light anywhere to indicate power or pairing. Instead, it flashes the sensor on the bottom to let you know that you've turned it on or that you've entered pairing. It's a smart way to save on the complexity of needing to install a separate light somewhere, which I'm sure helped to keep the mouse costs down. It works with Mac, Windows, and Linux. It wakes up from sleep fairly quickly. Really, the only potential drawback for connectivity is that it's not compatible with any USB receivers, including Logitech's Unifying receiver or Logi Bolt. So if you can't use Bluetooth for some reason, then this mouse will not work for you. It's also not compatible with Logitech's Options Plus software, but that kind of makes sense since there's not many buttons here that you could really customize. For battery, it runs on a single AA battery, which comes included. This battery should last for about 12 months, which is actually a little low for a AA battery. I would have loved to see it more in the 18 to 24 month span, but 12 months is still respectable. For pricing, this mouse runs about $13 and can also be picked up in a combo with a basic Logitech keyboard for $30. This is a very reasonable price for a mouse like this that has all of the standard mouse functionality that you would probably need and doesn't appear to have any major flaws. From a differentiator and deal breaker perspective, this mouse offers easy operation that just about anyone should be able to figure out. There's a few fun colors available, which is always cool. The mouse shape is ambidextrous, and it's more comfortable than I expected just from looking at it. It's also wireless and connects via Bluetooth, and finally, it's cheap. The potential deal breakers include the lack of forward and back buttons on the side. There's no silent clicks, which some people really prefer. It's not compatible with Logitech's universal receivers or with their customization software, and the battery life is only a year, which could be better. This mouse is obviously targeted at the budget-conscious consumer, the office worker who just wants something that works without complexity, or for someone who travels and just wants a cheap mouse that they can feel comfortable throwing in a bag and not worrying about. For that, I think it offers a decent value. If this mouse doesn't seem quite right for you though, here are a couple of alternatives. First, if you want to use Logitech's quiet clicks to ensure that you won't bother people around you, the M240 is a pretty similar Bluetooth mouse, but it adds in those quiet clicks, and it's also got compatibility for Logi Bolt for around $20. Next, if you use multiple devices in your daily routine, maybe a work computer and a personal computer, and you need to be able to switch between them, you'll benefit from Logitech's multi-device pairing. The cheapest way to get that is with the Pebble Mouse 2, also known as the M350S. It's got a very flat shape, but it gets you that multi-device pairing and also adds in those quiet clicks as well for around $25. Finally, if you want a slightly more ergonomic shape, the M350 gives you a more sculpted design and those silent clicks as well. It does not have Bluetooth though. It only works with an included USB receiver, and it's also around $20. So which of these mice is right for you? Let me know what you think down in the comments. I'll also include links to all of these mice and to review videos for the other ones that I mentioned. I appreciate you guys watching. If you found this video useful, consider hitting that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.